Today we're going to be discussing your food log, your food journal. We're not going to be doing this on an app. We're taking it back to the first step, straight up, pen and paper. The food log is going to set you up for long-term success and give you a foundation that will be unbreakable. All right? So for 1 week, what I want you to do is, from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed, write down what you eat. Now, there's a couple things here within that you really got to focus on, and you must follow this instruction. I want you to food log and write down what you're eating, what time you're eating it, what you're eating it. And for 1 week, all I want you to do is observe it. Just observe it. Don't judge it. Don't say, oh, this is good, this is bad. I want you to just 1 week observe your patterns of how, what, and when you're eating. You do that for 1 week. Day 2, day 3, you're going to be chomping at the bit to start making adjustments. And see, that's the actual genius in what I'm sharing with you right now. If you don't allow yourself to make those quick adjustments, when you get that dopamine, when you get that excitement, if you don't make that adjustment and you just force yourself to observe it for 1 week, when week 2 rolls around and you get to finally take your first action step in you making changes to your food log. All right? So if you do that for 1 week, when week 2 hits, now we're going to implement one change. One simple change we're going to incorporate into that food log, and we're going to do that for 1 week. And then the following week, we're going to do the same thing by adding an additional change. So after week 2, we got 2 things that we've added to what we do. After a month, you got 4. Now, the reason I encourage you to strictly write it down, we're not worried about calories right now off the bat. We're not worried about proteins, fat, carbohydrates off the bat. We are simply writing down and tracking and observing our everyday natural state of how we eat. When you're ready to make that change, remember, you're not going to make it for 1 week. You got to sit there and just keep looking at it. And then when that week 2 rolls around, you can make one change. So what's happening here is you are slowing yourself down. You know how you get excited and then we stop? You get started, stop. You ever hear of great starter, horrible finisher? This here is going to simplify it, and it's going to slowly trick your subconscious mind into your new conscious behavior. This food log, you do this right, you stick to it and don't allow yourself to get ahead of what step you're at. And I promise you, your future, when it comes to working out, when it comes to eating, when it comes to anything across the board, if you can master this simple step, you're going to be successful. So wrapping it up back to the food log, all I want you to do, write it down, observe it, without judging it. That's the key. Do not judge what you're eating. And then when we make that change the following week, we're still not judging it. We're just simply observing and saying, oh, wow, I'm going to make this change here, and I'm going to stick to that. We didn't say it was good, bad. We just said this is where we're going to make this little adjustment, and you make it, and then you follow through. This piece of advice is the secret. The simplicity is the success, and that's in life. We overcomplicate everything. So all those videos about the fitness industry duping you, the get fit, lose weight overnight, right? This channel, my message is helping you combat that. Step 1, grab a pen, grab a paper, jot your food down, and win at whatever you choose to win at. In this case, food. All right. My name is Charlie Sardi. Thank you for tuning in and have a phenomenal day.